what the heck? Alright, let's see if that kind of helps. Alright, I guess that will have to do for now. So yeah, you guys won't be able to see the full thing, unfortunately, so I see the problem. Let's start the demo. So this is a demo. So if you guys want to play this game or demo, it's called Titanic Honor and Glory Demo 3. So this will be a walkthrough, aka kind of review on what I think about it. So anyone can watch this.
First the train from London to Liverpool, then a short trip to the docks where I boarded the ferry to Dublin, then the long train ride through Ireland to Belfast. Not a bad ride, but excruciatingly long.
Ooh.
Check-in at the guest house in the town proper, quick supper, quick sleep, quick breakfast, and a hop on the local train here to the Holland and Wolff shipyard. Fortunately, it was punctual. I was worried about being tardy for being 3 hours early. My darling Claire always said to me, "Robin, you'd better get out of the house right now and go be useful for someone." She always did lovingly encourage me to show up for work early and give my best effort.
Ooh. This looks pretty nice.
Titanic is likely no different from the Olympic. They're structurally identical. The Olympic underwent these trials months ago, so this should be a simple repeat.
Ah, the Olympic, that's...
I board, observe her during the sea trials, vote aye or nay on her certification, and then I ride her back to Southampton. Come on, Robin, you can't mess this one up, as Claire always told me.
Yeah, I can't mess this up. Alright. Let's see. Let's wait for us to hop out. So this will definitely lag the stream, which is unfortunate. Gosh, our guy is really slow.
Let's look at the positive. The weather broke, and now I've been given the opportunity to board the Titanic advancement trial. This gives me a bit of time to really admire the beauty of the ship before I have to scrutinize every last aspect of her functionality.
How did the train precisely stop right here? Because, like, normally the train would keep rolling, and plus, the driver probably would have thought that he ran over the rail line and he would be screwed, but yeah, the rail line is a little weird. And also, I wasn't even able to hear the train. The only thing I heard was the carts clanking along, so definitely add some steam train noises
I had better
next
find
time.
my way aboard. But I suppose there isn't reason for too much haste. No one else has even arrived yet, it seems. Plenty of time to explore, if I desire.
So we're supposed to be the inspector for the Titanic, basically, it seems like. This must be the well house.
I'm
That's
quite
pretty
surprised
detailed.
by the amount of confidence the industry is placing into this ship. She's not even certified yet, and her first ticketed voyage is just a week from now. No
Whoa.
room for failure on these trials, I suppose. It's like getting dressed up for a date when you haven't even begun your courtship yet. How do you know if you'll be rejected or not?
Yeah,
I
that
learned
is
that one the
little
hard way.
sus. Ooh. Look around at this. Got barrels everywhere, lanterns. Got booze. You guys could see that now, because I know, yeah. You could read every little thing on the bottle. That's pretty detailed. Can't take it though. Alright, anyways. Nothing there, really. So this must be the storage house for the Titanic or something. You store all the foods and stuff. Got your coal
Belfast
train.
Lough is beautiful, with the hills around it and the morning fog. It reminds me of what I always imagined Puget Sound would be like. A man sure can make a living out in Seattle, if he can hold off the plague.
The railway looks pretty brand new for its time. It needs to be more worn down. Let's see, does that look pretty real? Kinda. Not really, though. Everything looks a little, weird to me, but... Yeah, so this is how much coal trains you would need to fill up the Titanic, in short. So yeah, the Titanic needed a lot, because it had 4 boiler rooms. And those boilers had 4 in each room. And they were massive, as you've seen already. So I can't believe they're already booking tickets within a week before it's even certified. It's like, really?
I see they're doing all they can to extend my travel time. How do I find my way through this mess?
So once again, this is going to be a quiet game again, because you don't have any footsteps. You might be able to hear seagulls or something in the background, but yeah. But geez, Malise, I mean, that's why you had sail ships back then, because, I mean, look at the coal they had. Just like, was it?
So close to the aft gangway.
Like back then, this is when steam and stuff was becoming pretty new. Like the first ever steam powered boat was British exploration ship, and its propellers and its propellers and engine wasn't even really certified and official. It was just a steam train engine that was barely enough to power the boat, and it could only go up to 5 knots. 5 knots, that is slow.
They couldn't simply move these signs out of the way. This vessel has triple screws. Yes, I feel the same way right now too, thank you.
Oh yeah. Titanic, am I right? Gotta block all those people jumping in. Alright, then we'll have to go back towards that ramp over there, I think. But yeah. So anyways, so this will be like, Titanic, Honor and Glory, 1.402, so, you get to tour the Titanic, except that this one, you get to see, guys and, signs everywhere that tell you exactly, what this is. It's pretty, detailed for a game in, what do you call it? Unreal Engine 4 or 5. Pretty sure it's 4, but it's probably 5. Just want to be safe though. But yeah, wait until they get to Unreal Engine 5. It'll be really cool. But yeah, imagine being on this Titanic, everything is completely brand new and everything. It must have been amazing. But what's not amazing is the sprint mechanic in this game. Oh gosh, then we'll have to go around again. Oh. The people on the Titanic should have probably gotten fired if the inspector had to go this long around. But yeah, in order to load the Titanic, you had everything in there to be loaded up. They might have even loaded up cars in there, but I don't think that was really a thing. But if they did, that would have been cool. Find a 100-year-old car.
You just can't beat that train carriage arrangement. It really stretched my cognitive abilities.
Aha,
People simply aren't stimulated enough these days. Claire tells me that every night.
Alright, there we go. Finally made it around.
Since
Alright.
the aft gangway is blocked, I'll board here through the first class.
Ooh, coal everywhere. Dude, there's a map. I don't know what that really is for, but that's probably the tour we're gonna go along. See along. That's how they loaded all the coal in via that. Stoop, mind your head. Bonk, ouch. Alright, let's see. Titanic, Honor and Glory. So, if you're playing this game, you'll need to read the note. If you want the short version, I'll tell you right now. So, basically what they're saying is you can't really use any of their sounds or anything, and most of it's just their property. But you can, record on fair use, or kind of like, do a review on this like I'm doing. You are now boarding the Titanic. Please wait. Welcome to Demo 3. T makes everything black and white.
Most first-class spaces should be accessible at the moment, but I may be able to venture down to third class for a spell through Scotland Road on
You guys
Eva.
could read all that.
I believe I'm boarding before anyone else. Robin, right now you're the most handsome man on the Titanic.
Can't go through that way. Got that sign. So yeah, like I said, there's gonna be signs popping up in and out everywhere. Can't believe they allowed smoking back then. First class. So you got to try out the, brand new elevator then at the time, if you think about it. Ah, gosh dang. Keep accidentally pressing E. Got that spot. Let's could read all that. So yeah, if you were first class, you got to board through those doors. If you were, second class, you'd board through the second class doors. So yeah, there's that thing. I just kind of want to explore everything though. It was woven for the White Star Line based on the Chase the Guys series. So that would have been a nice woven carpet. Oh, so you got first, gosh dang it, first class food if you paid for first class tickets. And you could get religious services back then, which is I find kind of strange. Ah, come on. No, can't go through there. Oh well. So yeah, they had first class services and everything. Got the chandelier. Go head upstairs. The signs are kind of annoying, but not too much. And there's another one. And there's a whole bunch of stuff blocked.
Lifts are out of order. That's fine. Real men don't take lifts. Lifts are for women classes. Robin, take the long way up.
Alright, so our guy's a little simp, it seems like. Ah. What's in here? Whoa. Pop up. Bruh. inside the office is the ship's safe, where passengers can have valuables stored.
Soon this area will be bustling with passengers anxiously sending telegrams and complaining about the most trivial of matters.
Oh, this is also where
blessing,
you could.
but I will not be around to witness that.
This is also where you could buy, your special tickets for other places. So even though you paid for the Titanic, you'll have to pay for special things on the Titanic. Got the sitting room. Oh, I thought it said John Farthing, but it said John Farthing. Let's keep on going. Ellen Bird, maid to whoever that is. I can't go in there. Got Insider and Ida Stress, co-owners of Macy's department store. Ailey Bissett, maid to Mrs. White. Believe in Cornell. Charlotte Appleton. Hold on. There we go. Malevina, Carvel, it's just some random people, it's all just sisters following each other across to New York or to Ireland. Can't go through there. Hey, who's graffitiing on the doors? That's illegal. Aha. Nothing's really along here though. So do we get to open any doors or anything like that, or Jack Thayer? Random person. People introduced paper food containers in England. Ah, so they introduced your favorite paper bags, basically. Director of paper cup manufacturer. Wait. He makes paper cups. Nice. So that's why you have those crappy paper cups in school now. Because of him. But who cares? Foremost surgeon. Lucky. Surgeons make a lot of money, especially back in these times. Like, how often do you get to see surgeons? Like, this was still back when people were learning, too. So, they still don't know a whole bunch of things back then. Like, plastic surgery was still being invented at the time. So that means you can't get big bulbs. Alright, Amelia Greger, maid to Mrs. Widner. Or Widener. University person. Servant to Mr. Widener. That's where the servant would live. Oh, there's a library to that guy. Dedicated to him. Can't open that. Maids and valet saloon pantry. Crew only, that's why it says that right there. Walter and Mahala Douglas, executive of Quaker Oats. Ah, so that's... I literally have Quaker Oats right there on the shelf, so that's who made the Quaker Oats guy. First, Leroy and August Turpin made to Douglas and Carter. Oh no! That's why we don't see Quaker Oats anymore. Because Quaker Oats sank with the Titanic. Oh no! Dr. Henry, Claire Ferthel, doctor in field of chronic joint diseases. So now Grandma could get her ankles fixed. Or, things like that. Let's see, first class barbershop.
I wonder if the barber will be on board for the run to Southampton.
I can't
Lord
go
knows
there.
I should fancy a shave after my journey here. Speaking of barbers, I'm quite glad old Harry is there to look after Claire while I'm away. They
I've-
always were fond of each other, and when my son was born, Harry was particularly fond of him, never missing a birthday. See, this is the kind of friend a man really needs. His presence seems to even alleviate her hysteria condition.
So, got a Belgian singer secretly engaged to a passenger. She should be fired. Because that's not really allowed on anything, especially nowadays. People would freak out nowadays if they heard that, but no, back then, I mean, heck. Dog breeders? Ew, that's gross. No dog breeding. Austin partner. And we have no face yet. So we're just a vampire then. We got photo of some place, even though there's no passengers here yet. We got people scratching into the doors and photos everywhere. Which doesn't make sense, really, but... No, having signs there that pop up is okay, because you know where the people would be eventually. Carl Bear, American tennis player. Huh? I thought they were going to New York, not New York going to England. It doesn't make sense. Oh well. He could have gone to England and then was wanting to go back, but I don't know. Can't open any of these doors though, it's the problem. We got, what's this sign? Second class, promenade. I don't know what that is. Chief Steward, Andrew Latner, or Latimer. You guys could read that. I'll just keep going along, let you guys see in the experience. Surgeon on there. Simpson, he's a simp. Alright, anyways. Back on to what we're doing. The stream is probably lagging. Frederick, the yachtsman. So that's who made those crappy yachts everywhere and made those stupid rules. Oh, we got the doctor. And you can see. So if you got if you fell over like all those passengers on the Titanic originally, slipping all over the place, you'd have to be rushed all the way over here. I do not really like yacht people. Because they're usually pretty greedy is the thing. Like, they're the kind of people that brag about their yacht and, you know, claim, like, they're the kind of person to build a yacht in a public park. Or build a dock in a public park. And then have a giant sign that says you can't go over there, like. And they call the police on you if you jump up and down on there. Because it's like, it's just a piece of wood, it's all. A floating piece of wood on water that helps your boat get docked and undocked. And so it's like, well, what's the point of having a dock? I mean, it's useful if you want to get on your boat and all that, but I mean, it's like... just why be so bossy about it, or, you know, selfish about it? So we got the clerk, got some rich person, got a novelist, American. Oh, we got a journalist in here. A journalist, sorry. Oh, well, that's just a nice name. Hopefully you guys could see that. Wall Street stockbroker. It literally says that. Ah, so that's the guy who keeps giving out money and being rich. We got the Hollywood before Hollywood people. Some people there. Post officers and Marconi Officers Saloon. Can't read that, but there is some writing up there. That would be the Officers Saloon, so you'd hang out there after, you know, bossing people around and stuff. Your cabin in the Titanic adventure out of time. Oh. This would be our cabin in in this weird movie. Titanic adventure out of time. Cyberflix 1996. Don't really like those fake Titanic movies. Raymond previously survived the sinking of the ship America. Spent 40 years recovering from the trauma. Titanic was the first ship that made him feel safe. Safe. Alright. Yeah, this ship feels safe. You know, you got people who tells other ships around them to stop being a butthead and to F off when they're warning them about icebergs in the area. Yeah, safe. Alright. Yeah, so the ship America's, yeah, that sounds about right, of it sinking. Yeah, it sounds like the country that's happening right now, it's sinking. Or what's happening right now. Ooh. Linen. So I'd imagine that's where they stored all your, you know, bed sheets and everything. Or that could be your blanket, I don't know. I don't think they really had blankets. That was more like a rich person thing. Victor Maria... Honeymooners? Yes, we'll go on a honeymoon on a sinking ship. Maid to those couple. I mean, personally, I wouldn't want to do a honeymoon on a ship. Because, you know... What if, I was thinking, who keeps graffitiing on the doors? Yeah. Got some more open doors. Carolyn Brown. I thought it said Charlie Brown, but it's Carolyn Brown. Sister's funeral. Yeah, well, it's about to be their funeral. Maid to Mrs. White. That's kind of weird to say. Co-owners of Macy's department store. I hate Macy's though. They don't really have anything I like. I've already been there hundreds of times and it's just an expensive mall. Ellen Bird, Maid to Mrs. Sterius. Oh, and the mirror extends out like the, like all those old cars, people had back then. Or like the Model A 4-door we had, so. John Farthing, servant to Mrs. Strauss. The Strauss sitting room. So we've circled back. I thought it was, you know, poorly added in, like a weird, crappy picture, but it's actually chalk. Looks weird from afar. Oh, well, that's historically correct. It says demo of Titanic Honor and Glory, and has a website. So if you really wanted this demo, you know, you could search up that word. Or the website Titanic hg.com/contribute, and that's it. Alright, now look at this. Black and white. See, this is how people really saw things back then. You really need to add the dots everywhere from the light radiation bouncing off of shiny stuff and, you know, making that dark spot like right there. Anyways, let's go back. So got a picture of some random guy. I don't know who it is. A B deck boarding entrance. Can't go through there. And there's another thing. Midships.
Cabins upon cabins upon cabins upon cabins upon cabins upon cabins.
Yeah, like I said, it's an apartment with it's a post office with an apartment on top of the waters. What it basically is. Oh no, their eldest son died, so they had to go back to the funeral. They really, like, do you really have to take a first class fancy ship to go see someone's funeral? That's a governed maid, son and daughter. Yeah, I don't understand what most of these signs are for. It's just like, here's Mr. Edward. So like, well, who's Edward? And why is he so important? So we got that. So let's keep on going. Oh, the general manager of the Grand Trunk Pacific Railway. So basically they'd be, you know, helping out the Titanic with its coal and crap via the railway. So you would have been loading up crap into the Titanic and would have had a free stay on there. Alright, so we got Canadian brokerage house. Alright. So they would have been lending houses to people then. I'll broke you this house. Miss Anne Perlette. It's made again. Don't know why they keep adding stuff like that. Suffrage. Just people traveling with their cousins. Okay. A maid again. Really boring. I mean, if there's like, here's the captain's rooms, I mean, yeah. But I know for a fact that the captain had a second mate for steering and stuff. Ooh, what's this? Another New York stockbroker. What's up with all these stockbrokers on these, you know, expensive ships? Alright, let's see. Hold up. Who is that? Is that an Easter egg? Guys, let me know who that is. There, it's right there in the middle of the screen. I'm having to be towards the left. Probably should have centered it, but then you won't be able to see everything towards the left of the screen. Menu. Cafe is designed to resemble a patio cafe in France. Ah, so it's supposed to remind you of
Does
France.
remind you of Paris, though accepting the smell of overflowing sewage. A wonderful memory of coming back to that city.
Look at this. Black and white. It looks more like a colorblind dog or something instead of like you know, an actual black and white film. But you know, it gives you a general idea. This doesn't really look so much like a French cafe patio. It reminds me more more like of every other cafe inside buildings. It's all like in Asia. When I was traveling towards, Indonesia and Thailand, it all looked the same. You got these wooden chairs everywhere. The tables were made out of the same weird bamboo, and you had this, the fake vines everywhere. So, I mean, it's not really supposed to be a thing that reminds you of France, though. And if it does, then it's weird. Yeah. Because every cafe has that now, even in poor countries like I just talked about, so. Recesses for coats and hats. Oh, so that's how you made your hats and stuff with those tools. Restaurant cashier's office. And where exactly do you store your money? Anyways.
Odd that this room would have its tables already set. Mr. Gotti hasn't even boarded yet. Oh well, top marks for presentation.
Jeez. Alright. It's a Mexican. It's either French or Mexican. I'm pretty sure it's French because we're up in England. But either way, the writing looks exactly like, Spanish. First class dining saloon. And you'd have to pay for a special ticket with that. And it's open between 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. Mad. Imagine, being on the, being poor and stuff, and you want to board the Titanic. It's all like, would you like to buy first class tickets that include this, and this? And you're like, no, I just want board. But like, okay. But they would have probably gone on and on about who can get there. Another mirror. Or so I think. Yeah, it's supposed to be a mirror. It looks weird though. Got glass showing you outwards. Got, forks and stuff everywhere. That's just where all the chefs and stuff would be. Cooking and, making people's foods. I'm thinking about making like a Titanic type food sometime soon. You know what? I should make a whole entire, episode or, documentary about 1800s, foods and drinks. Most of it was alcohol during these times. So you never really had any, grape juice or any fancy stuff like that. Most of it was just, alcohol and stuff like that because most people preferred that instead of,
Love the word detailing here. It's absolutely perplexing. Now that's a craft I can really respect. Lovely wood.
So this is the grand staircase then.
When younger, I used to cut wood for the poor folks 2 streets over. My neighbors started calling me Robin Wood. They always laughed, but I don't know why. I wore that title proudly.
So this is the grand staircase where, all the rich people would come along and, chit-chat, talk about. You could sit right next to the heater. Because, out in the Pacific Ocean, or, from England to the US, it's pretty cold. That's why out in, airplanes, you have to give you a blanket. But they're lucky enough to have heaters on board. Versus, airplanes and stuff that we have to board through on the airliners. I mean, you don't get any heaters or anything now. So let's see. Precipitation room. Alright. B-deck cabins, amidships. Alright, you guys can read that. Famous opera singer. Francis Brown. That kind of sounds familiar. Another cross Chandler. servant to that person. I'm trying to figure out, like, are half of these like where servants stayed, or because I thought the servants had their own, you know, rooms to sleep in and not like little things. Ah, the first hockey tournament in Paris and headed up towards Canada because Canada was still being formed back then. So, you know, because, you know, they were trying to explore it with the, you know, Franklin expedition, but that failed. So then they sent out, you know, a second expedition to both discover and find, you know, the Franklin expedition. You know, to explore what was up there. And they also got stuck up there again, and so the French had to go back up there and claim. Got the White Star Line. Manager of White Star Line. And the sitting room. Anyways. The breaker boxes. Geez, those are the old school kind of, you know, switches and breakers. Don't get to see those anymore. It's a sad thing. The clock. Well, there's a sign right there talking about the clock. Boarding rooms. Another thing talking about the elevator. I bet that's gonna be everywhere. Well, let's head back up. Oh, got more self-promotions there. Ah, come on, can't go back up here. What if I go around?
I shouldn't venture too far on deck. The Board of Trade members may board soon, and I'm expected to meet them.
Oh well. Think they want you to contribute to their efforts, you know, after, So yeah, once you contribute to whatever they're doing, because you can't get to see everything. Until you pay, I mean, you don't really get to see anything. But yeah, it tells you basically everything. I think it wants us to go below deck or something. Alright, where's the stairs leading down? Alright, here we go. Haven't gone downwards yet. This way to Scotland Road, crew, dormitories, the third dining class saloon. So this is the third class.
This is glorious. You can near well see half the length of the ship in this corridor.
Alright, that just says that. The crew's dormitory, so that's where the crews would sleep. So yeah, I was kind of right. They would have their own rooms. But I guess you could have special servants that are like right next to you. Boiler room 5. So it actually had 5 boiler rooms then. Boiler room, sorry. I go blah, 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 all the time, so. Because English is hard. Steward's Slavy. Stairs to F deck. Ah, now
Oh dear, the door is open. Perhaps I'm not supposed to look in here, but I can't pass up this opportunity for a little adventure. Oh, if Claire were here now to see me being so daring. Where are the workers, though? Well, I suppose they're likely firing up the other boiler rooms.
Alright. So yeah, if this guy actually did a proper inspection of everything, he would have seen the weird messed up hole that got, you know, messed up during the boiler fire during the races. Because, you know, the Titanic had a weak spot on the side because it was racing another ship. And when it was racing another ship, the fire, I don't know how, but the boiler ended up overheating or something. Burnt the side of the metal. And that apparently, quote, weakened
These machines are massive. 29 on board, propelling the ship through the water like an untamed beast. I anxiously await their performance during the sea trial shortly. Finally free and not held back from anything. No Mr. Tundry in sight. Just freedom.
Who just left this book right here? Like, that's very strange, but... Yeah, like I was talking about, you know, yeah, so they stored their coal in there. And coal was all over the place in Florida back then. And you could just see how much coal could get in your lungs. Coal dust. I mean, like, think about it. You're shoveling coal 24/7. And, I mean, it's definitely possible that you could just fall over and die from the coal. I mean, heck. There's a story about some ship up in Russia. It was so disastrous because they were storing, like, you know, animals, you know, coal in the crew compartments. And since they were storing coal in the crew compartments, the coal dust would make most of their men sick and got some of them killed too from the coal dust.
This open space looks like a fine spot for gathering and mingling between all parts of Europe as they make their journey across the pond to the New World. Perhaps a place on the west coast, like Seattle.
Yeah, the weird black and white filter looks more like a music video, if anything, so... Yeah. Alright, let's see. Got boiler room 5. Got crew quarters. Let's head back. So down we go even more. Grand staircase F deck. The lowest deck of the grand staircase. There are no first class cabins on this deck, and apart from the floor, squash court, no first class facilities below this deck. Which makes sense because you gotta be poked to be here.
A nice Arabian motif with cooling colors as passengers relax after their time in the baths. But what a poor state these workers left it in.
So if you were like Christian, Jewish, or, you know, Mormon, whatever, they're all the same basically. Weighing machine. Compare weights before and after sessions and these baths to see if they were able to sweat off any weight. So you'd sit on there and then it'd weigh you. I never noticed that when we were touring this. So anyways, let's keep on continuing.
Who on earth is that lucky dog testing out the electric bath? And I believe I see a sliver of the plunge bath as well.
Oh, like I said, we're not alone in this boat. Oh, there's the swimming pool, but it's empty though, so we'll head back. But yeah, the Titanic was pretty decked out, like I said.
I'd hate to be corded back here in such a cramped cubby, the walls bearing down on you like all the troubles, hopes, and deepest desires you dare not dwell upon.
Gosh dang, I could not imagine escaping this thing under 19 minutes before it sank completely. Because that's how long the Titanic took to sink, was 19 minutes. Even with all the, you know, doors and compartments being closed, that the flippin' leaks from the cut just absolutely ruined it for everything. That was all the lower decks then. Bonk. Well then where do we go now? Let's see. Key, camera. Oh, there's that. So that's how you quit game. Alright. Because I think we're pretty much done with this inspection, so to say. I'm not really seeing anywhere else we can go. So we've already been through all this then. They're still filling up that room with stuff. Oh my gosh. Ah, and here's the second grand staircase. Ah, this is what we forgot to check out. And surprisingly, there's personal items everywhere, which is weird. Ah. Alright, so let's see. They had fans back then? That is very weird. I didn't know they had like electric fans blowing stuff everywhere, but yeah. Apparently they did. But yeah. To A deck cremade. So yeah, this is where you got to, you know, check out everything.
What a fine accommodation for the unwinding of the gentlemanly sort after a long day at sea. If only it were open now, and there were men in there to socialize with. Perhaps then I'd make some friends.
Huh. Maidenless? Go get maids at www.maidenlist. Whoa. But yeah, you kind of get what it was like back then. Ah, who's this? Titanic shipbuilder, head of Guarantee Group. So if you were...
I see Tommy Andrews is already on board. Why does this surprise me? His drawings are scattered about like toys in a nursery. Well, I shouldn't intrude here any longer.
So if you were the Titanic's builder, you'd sleep with other guys then, it appears. Also, why does he have his plans spoon about everywhere? Makes no sense. I mean, heck, I'm a builder myself. I build little models and miniatures, and I don't leave my stuff scattered about like this with my plans. Like, if it comes down to plans and stuff, I always put those away, but... You know, if it's like, you know, drawings or something, and it's scraps everywhere, then I'll eventually have to clean them up. But... I mean, you get the point, it's just everywhere. Another thing... First class smoke room. A retreat for men to smoke, drink, gamble, talk business amid an atmosphere of smoke and mahogany inlaid with mother of pearl. I have mother of pearl, or at least something that could turn into mother of pearl. So it's called that because it is, it looks like pearl, but it's actually from, you know, seashells and other things like that. And you have to grind it down to a very fine powder, and you could glue it into wood and inlay it with that. And then you sand it down and polish it until it looks like pearl. And it's very fancy. My dad has original binoculars from like 1912 or something that has that they were binoculars, and they were inlaid with, like, the whole, like, almost the whole entire binoculars was nothing but mother of pearl. It came from France, and I'm pretty sure it's 1916 or 1912, 1911, in between those days. And they were ladies' binoculars. So if you were going to a fancy play, right, you'd grab your binoculars, screw on your stick, and then you could see the person all the way out in the front, you know, playing around their act or whatever. So yeah, back then was very fancy. Got the designer's room. Ah,
I suppose this won't be open anytime soon. A shame. I would enjoy nothing more than a cup of tea and to sit with a book in the lounge and, well, lounge.
yeah. Ah, I can't go through there though. Shame. Got those old styled windows. That's too bad they don't build the Titanic. I mean, people have enough time and effort to, you know, build other things, but the Titanic, I mean, like if everyone, you know, had one project instead of 5 to just build the Titanic right then and there, no, it would have been done, but you know, people are all like, I want to take all the credit, I want this and that. And, you know, they end up, you know, splitting apart and, you know, not really getting things done. Already been through there. Think I've already been through there. I think there might be something up front. Ooh. Ah, not an open door. It's just a game rendering. But yeah. So judging from my last live stream, that it was super buggy due to how high quality it was. So yeah. Now we're back here. The A deck on the boat, as well as the lounge, reading and writing room, and a gymnasium. Wait, this is the part where they keep bugging you for support and stuff. So you can't go through there. So yeah, if you guys want, you could, you know, donate to them. Can't go all the way out there then. Elevators. I think we've seen it all. Now we gotta find our way back. That doesn't lead to anywhere. Where do we go actually? I think that's about it for that one. Yeah, so we've basically toured the whole entire Titanic at this point. Is there anything down here we missed or something like that? Storage. Already been down here. Gosh, imagine trying to escape the Titanic though. That would suck. But gosh, the Titanic must have been way expensive. Alright, so we'll stop this game and we'll go back to actually kind of like you know, playing the other one. And yeah, we'll see from there. So let's quit this one. Confirm quit. Alright. Let's get the other Titanic up. Mega demo. Alright, run. How do you guys like Tchaikovsky? Is it pretty good? I like Tchaikovsky. Gosh dang. So yeah. Understand. They. Let's try first class. Come on, first class. And begin. Alright, let's see. I'll have to center it again. So, just you guys wait. This gets really annoying over time. Alright, let's get things centered. OBS. There we go. Nice. Okay, now you guys could see what I'm seeing properly instead of, you know, a buggy thing. Because this is for a giant screen, by the way, and OBS can't really make that work. So now you guys could actually see all those rooms we weren't able to go through. And you could actually crouch and sprint fast. My gosh. So yeah, you guys could read this. Well, once I find a good thing to actually read. But yeah, back then this was, you know, high class. But now it's just like every other restaurant. So yeah, imagine just sitting here and just eating and chillaxing with your friends. Or imagine being a kid and having this type of wealth. You would be pretty lucky. Chandelier. Some weird roses and clockwork. Ooh, that hurts my eyes almost. Got that. Got C deck. Got your elevators. Got some rooms down there. Can't really see that. Here's the opera. Oh, there we go. We're safe. Got passengers, a star line, name of steward. So this must have been where the stewards and stuff lived. Oh, you could actually see out front, but unfortunately we're not able to go out front as we've learned. So that's about it for that front part that we were just in. What's this? Ladies. Oh, I'm not a lady. Then this must be all the compartment rooms. This is just amazing. What's this? Ah, so that's where we're supposed to have seen. Didn't know that until now, so this is where all your bed sheets and stuff would go. But I think they called it linen back then. I know linen is a type of cloth, and that's what it's called, linen, but... Ooh! This is... I have never seen this room yet. So we're gonna find new things then. Alright. Got your seats. Yes, hello there, sir. Can I please try out your new apple titty? Sorry, apple tater. Or whatever. I should have seen that a long time ago. Whoa, my game's lagging. Alright, there we go. Oof. Alright, there we go. OBS is probably lagging out right now. After seeing the first stream. Imagine being a waiter and just going out here and serving some passenger or something. I'll go through there. This is where all the passengers would board. Whoa, this opens now. I probably should have tried a lot more things now. Man, I wish I saw the Titanic right now. Like, for some weird reason, the Titanic reminds me of like the restaurants I've been through in Asia. Well, that's a warped elevator. But yeah. For some reason, this reminds me of a hotel I've been through in Thailand or something. It's weird. Cafe, the wooden seats and everything. Door. Ah! This opens too. Oh, this is a new room. Nice. Alright, now you guys could actually see this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to get a room or something like this eventually. It's just so amazing seeing this. How people used to live like this, like kings. And now I just want to be here. Living like this. I'll have to wait till I could get to Thailand and then I could take up a job because I have, you know, American degrees there, so they would probably more than likely take me over the average Asian there with their Asian degrees, so because in the US they technically have more knowledge there, but and technically a higher IQ there. But I mean, man, like, this is fancy. You got your own stove that's coal powered and it leads out to somewhere. But yeah, got, you know, a little table for writing, your own lamps, and everything here. And then you got your own, like, porch to talk to. So technically this is your whole entire room right here. And plus you could just go right through here and say, hey, waiter, I want, like, food or something. Like, man, it's just so sad how I used to be able to go out in Asia and, you know, have that. But now, here I am, stuck in the US, living a crappy life. Because I used to, you know, live out through the hotels and stuff. Oh, there you go, back here. So that's where all your rooms would be then. But yeah, that was your room back then on the Titanic, it was just that. Which is pretty nice. I'd like that. Ooh, let's see. I don't really like the push door mechanic, but that's alright. Oh. Can't go through that way. And imagine just sitting here and, you know, drinking tea. Or, you know, just chillaxing, having a fun time. Get sunlight after staying in the stinky Titanic. Because the Titanic would eventually stink over time, if you think about it logically. I got our lounge. Ooh. This is still rendering. But my god, it looks so real. Makes me just want to just hop on one of those sofas or something and just sleep. But we can't do that because it's a game, and you can't do that in video games, so pretty sad. Alright, there we go. Now it's all rendered. Ooh, got your own fireplace. And statue here. Pretty nice. Now we're leaving the lounge. And that is still rendering. Ah, there we go. Got rooms everywhere. Of course you'd be able to open it, but I mean, now thinking about it, the whole entire ground staircase is made out of wood. So I mean, like, look at this. That's all wood. And someone actually built all this with the gold and crap. Just the wealth that was placed into this. I got the cigarette boxes. Cool. Smoking tobacco. So this guy probably would have had, you know, a pipe and his cigarettes right there in the, not cigarettes, matches. Huh? Oh, you're looking through toys. More smoking tobacco tin. I've actually got to see the original one. And, like, I got to see the full, you know, set for smoking. I've seen, you know, original pipes from this era. You know, smoking tobacco and the, you know, match boxes and the match holders and everything. Oh, this is so you're losing my realism. Alright, there we go. So this is the design of the room. I'm just trying to figure out, like, where do you sleep? It's just, it's gotta go about like that. Ah, there we go. Oh, rendered right when the music stopped. All the drawers are opened and stuff. Got camera. So this is, like they said, the photographer. The photographer's room. Oh, this is cool. Get to see the sea. So this is the back deck thing. Well, no one makes those toys anymore, so that's why they're expensive. But yeah. Anyways, back to what we're doing. Gosh dang, imagine like holding on to this exact bar while the Titanic's flipping over sideways and downwards. Ooh. Ah, it's not a door. This ain't no dough. I don't know why this is no a dough. But yeah, maybe one day they'll, you know, model the whole entire ship so you could actually enter through each and every single door then. that is still rendering. Right, there we go. How's that room we saw? Let's see, we didn't really check out the lower decks though. Ooh. So that's where we were. That doesn't open. I think we've already been to this one. Whoa. That doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Now we're heading forwards. Alright, got our smoking room. So you guys can actually see this properly. Ooh. Ah, come on. Ooh. Yes, we finally found the front deck, so we can go into the front deck. Second class passengers are not allowed on this. Buffet. Or a bath. So, if you're first class, you're able to go up front. Well, you know, all the kids went up here anyways. Oh no, this is just the back, not the front. That's the flagpole and that's the thing to stand up on. But yeah, just holding on for dear life while this thing is sinking. It's just unimaginable. But yeah, that was just the Titanic for you. So let's head back. Man, I really want to play a vodka disaster or something like that. Ooh, lag again. This door's open. It leads us back into here. Ooh, lag again. I haven't been through this place yet. At least I don't think I have. And there's the grand staircase right out here. So you got that room. Oh, we have been through here actually. Go through here. So yeah, you could literally check out everything along the Titanic. My God. Let's go back up. Ooh. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. We got a quick look around through this. So yeah, let me end everything. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna end the live stream here. Hopefully you guys like this. And yeah. See you guys.